We all knew it was coming. Belo Betty gets some support in set 9 that I wanted to check out. After having a lot of fun playing this deck over the last couple weeks, I finally decided it's time to check out the support from set 9. Mainly on my radar was this koala, and first and foremost, I was excited. Okay, we have a 6/6 blocker on play. You may add top or bottom of your life to your hand, so we get +1 in hand size. Right, well, she replaces herself by taking from our life, right? And then also play 1 cost 4 or lower Revolutionary Army type character from your hand and draw 1 card. So that's where we get, there's a lot of board presence while also just keeping our hand size the same. Cards like this is just what makes this deck very consistent in my opinion, or at least like very swarmy. But I did get this deck from the Arthur Harpoon over on One Piece Top Decks. So shout out. I wanted to just get a baseline before I dipped into the ratios and everything for myself, seeing what cards were really running. Obviously, I think, yeah, a 4-up for this, just so good on a 6 Dawn turn to flood the board while replacing our hand. Really, really nice. Let's get into the deck list though. But also, if you haven't seen, I do have a TCG affiliate link in the description if y'all are going to be buying any cards. That link helps support the channel and things that I do. If you want to check it out, if you're going to be buying cards off a TCG player anyway, you can check it out. But getting into it, we got Belo Betty, the red and yellow 4-life leader from OP09. Active in main. Once returned, you may discard 1 Revolutionary Army type character from your hand. Give up to 3 of your Revolutionary Army or trigger type characters plus 3,000 for the turn. That is really good. That's why we are just so aggressive, kind of like a glass cannon. We are going down in hand size, but buffing our board. So just swinging aggressively. Let's get into the deck list. We got for the Inazuma, the 3/4 1k counter. If you have a character other than this character with power 7,000 or more, he gains rush. Pretty good. You can proc it off of another Inazuma. So if you have 2 of them, they both will gain rush from each other. One of my favorite Ivankovs from the deck because of the card coming after it, the 4-cost Ivankov that activate main if this character has 7,000 power or more, which obviously from our leader ability, they will. Play 1 Revolutionary Army type character other than Ivankov with power 5,000 or less. Going into that, we got Karasu, one of the best targets for that. For 4 Dawn, you know, you get 2 bodies out. Karasu on play and when attacking, if he has 7,000 power or more, you have to one of your opponent's character or leaders minus 1,000 power for the turn. So it's just a lot easier to swing into a leader. You know, if they're 5,000 power leader, this becomes 4,000 power. And just really good to swing into. Next, we got the Koala 2k counter. 2 Dawn on play. Your leader has Revo Army type. Give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 3,000 power for this turn. 2 Dawn to minus 3,000 power. Next, we got the Belo Betty Searcher, the 1-cost Searcher. Look at top 5 for Revolutionary Army type. Pretty standard Searcher, but we do really need characters on the board turn 1. So really good to have those 1-cost characters. Next, we got the Lindbergh, the 4-cost. When attacking, this character has 7,000 power or more. KO one of your opponent's characters with 3,000 power or less. Can be good to get through some very small blockers like a Rosinante or a Brûlé. Next, we got the Ivankov 5-cost. 5-cost, 6k power. On play, look at top 3 from your deck. Play up to 1 Revolutionary Army type character with a power 5,000 or less. Then return the rest to the bottom of your deck. This can play the Ivankov, which can in turn buff and then play something else, right, to swarm the board, because it doesn't specify other than Ivankov, right, just 5,000 power or less. So again, another great way to fill your board without taking too much for your hand size, because we're looking at top 3. Next, a 1-cost Raise Max. Activate main, you can put this card to the bottom of the deck. Give one of your opponent's characters minus 3,000 power. Mainly though, this is, I think I like going second with this deck for the turn 1. We can play 2 1-cost characters, which we have 8 slots for, right? The Belo Betty and the Raise Max. And then on a perfect curve, right, going up to 4 Dawn, we can Ivankov into a Karasu, buff our 2 1-cost characters so we can swing 5, 5, and then 5 with our leader at a 4k leader with Karasu's on play effect. Pretty good. Get 3 2k counters out on our 4 Dawn turn, or they're just taking a lot of life. Really great. Next, we got another Karasu. This is a new card from set 9. 3/4 1k counter, a blocker, and then trigger if your leader has Revolutionary Army type, and the total of you and your opponent's life is 5 or less, play this card. So conditional, very conditional, but 3 Don, so just more low-cost characters to help swarm the board. Is a blocker. Next, we got the Koala again. Then we went over really one of the best cards out of set 9. I think we're gonna get just another way to swarm the board, get more hand size. Really great. And then that 6k stat line becomes 9k with leader ability buffing 3. So that is really good numbers to swing with the following turn. Next, we got the Kuma. He is a new 2k counter that is searchable for Revolutionary Army type in set 9. And then if trigger, your leader has Revolutionary Army type, and the total of you and your opponent's life cards is 5 or less, play this card. So again, very conditional. However, if there's a lot of 4 life leaders running around, we could get this out pretty early. Maybe a little bit earlier than Frankie would, because if you're at 3 life, normally you wouldn't be able to trigger the Frankie out, you know, unless he is your second or last life, right? This can trigger out possibly a turn earlier, depending on how much your opponent has taken. But if we have Karsu out, then it might be possible that they are at like 2 life. Next, we got the Belo Betty, another new card from OP09. 3/4 1k counter on play. If you have 2 or less life, draw 1 card. So just replacing herself, which is good. Replacing cards that you're playing out is really good, especially in this deck when we're trashing a card each turn to buff our board. And then trigger, again, if your leader has a Revolutionary Army type, and then total of your and your opponent's life cards is 5 or less, play this card. Then we've got the event from OP05, the counter. One of your leader or characters gains plus 3,000 during this battle for 3 Don. But also, and then play 1 character with a Revolutionary Army type with 5,000 power or less from your hand. Trigger is also play 1 character with Revolutionary Army type, 5,000 power or less from your hand. Pretty decent card to get from life. Pretty expensive for a counter event. I'm not sure how much I'll love this event, but it does seem pretty decent for, you know, 3 Don, being able to play out a 5k character. That's like typical 3/5 stat line, technically. And you just get plus 3,000 as well. So pretty good, pretty good. But that is the deck list. After I saw the reveal of some set 10 cards for Revolutionary Army type, I really just think Belo Betty is just going to keep getting better. I think this is a little bit underrated of a pick right now for decks. I'm not saying the Belo Betty is going to be top of the meta, right? Not saying that, but I am saying it's a very fun deck. It's getting a lot of support. So if you want a deck to play that is going to continuously get updated throughout the next couple sets, next couple months, this could be a good pick right now. But let's get into some games in set 9. All right, we got Shanks. I will go second. We get 2 searchers, so we'll keep. And we pick up the 3-cost Betty, but we're looking for a Karsu for sure, taking the Karsu, because that will definitely help against Shanks and taking a second Karsu. So then we'll pass. However, he's a 5 life leader, just going big at us. Okay, we'll take. We don't get the trigger, unfortunately, too early. Oh my goodness. All right, well, we'll just minus you. We will, oh, whoops. First, let's see, what do we want to trash? Not a Karsu. We can also trash this event. I think I will, for right now at least. So we'll go 5 into 4. So now that 4k stat line means he has to give a 2k or at least 1k counter with the leader ability, right? So we're getting a lot of counter out of his hand. Takes the last one. Passing back, we do have just more cars too. 6 into 2. We're just gonna, yep. Let's see. So, yeah, I think we'll do Belo Betty just to swarm. We'll take top. Oh, God, the fuck. Oh my gosh, we can go crazy this turn. We can go absolutely crazy this turn. We're going to trash. Let's see, we might need a blocker in a turn. We'll trash another Betty. I don't know if I'll need 2. So we'll buff, buff, buff. And with this, we'll play out another Karasu. Boom. We're just going crazy. So 8 into 3. Even if he chooses to block, like he has to get rid of a Karasu, right? Or if he doesn't, then he gets rid of one of our swings. Yeah. So now we have more Karasu just to work with. That's crazy. So 5 and 3 takes. Even this turn, 7 Dawn, you kill one of my Karasu with a Ben Beckman, which he doesn't. We'll 2K here. See, that's the thing. We have another. We have the technology. Do I buff the Ivankov to play out? I think so, because that also makes my swings just more even. So we will discard, buff, buff, buff. There's not much you can do against 3 Karasu, realistically. So we'll make you 3K for the turn. Obviously, he'll probably block and then kill my other Karasu. Of course. Of course. 3 life. I think I can just get him down to 1 life here. I think we can just get him down to 1 life. Go 9. I think we have enough to go 9. 9, 9. Yeah. Nine at 3 is kind of crazy, but he could defend this. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's just GG. I mean, look at the 3. Okay, what do you have? Okay. He could have got out of that swing though, right? 4,000 power. KO one of your opponent's characters with 4,000 power less. Can't really KO anything, but you could have at least got out of the swing. But what do you do at 9 Dawn the next turn? You can get rid of my Karasu with a Ben Beckman. And then swing into board, like 7 into, and I had the counter technically. So, but at that point, I think we just win the following turn. GG. All right, we got Bonney. We will go second. We get Karasu. Not a great turn 2 play, though. Not a great, I mean, 2 Dawn play, right? I think the skills will just keep. Ah, yeah, that's crazy if I just play out a 2K right here. Then we'll pass. Then we'll just pass. I don't know. Gonna swing 7 at us. We'll take. Can't play it out, unfortunately. I was hoping for an Ivankov. Maybe I should have mulliganed here. Passes. We get the Ivankov there, though. Got the 5 Dawn. They could carrot, but then they wouldn't have Dawn. So yeah, I don't know. Let's swing 5 into 4. Rest the Karasu short. I can defend him. He takes. Okay. Next time we can flood board with Ivankov. Okay, 7, 8. We will 2Ks. I mean, that's. Are they gonna search? They can't search. Yeah. Okay. We will Ivankov into Karasu. Beautiful. Boom. And then I guess there's no. I guess we should, right? Boom, boom, bam. And then just touchdown because they're gonna rest my leader anyway. 9 into 3. Just kind of rushing them down. Yep. Pass. They'll have 6 Dawn unless they use a Cavendish. Because if they're gonna search with this, right? 1K. Carrot. It's fine. And then baby 5 gets the 2K baby 5. Okay. Alright, I think we can get really aggressive though this turn. I should kill the baby 5 searcher, but let's go. 2K. Do I just hardcast play this out so that I can rush with it? No, because if I just swing 4 and yeah, that's yeah. Let's trash. I guess the 2K. Buff, buff, buff. About you, we'll go 8 into 4. Yep. See if they take. They have 9 cards in hand. They do take. Let's go 4 into 1. Then we can go 9 into 4. Hopefully get him down to 1 life. Okay, cool. They can't play out the 8-drop kid yet because they're on 9 Don. They could, but they wouldn't have enough for leader ability. And at that point, I could save my Karasu from 1 attack. Okay. 7 gets it. $2K because they didn't freeze them. Let's see, 7 Don. Bonney freezes them anyway. Yep. Okay, but we'll see. Maybe that was a different play than they intended. Okay. All right. Well, I think we just go big swings here. Big swings anyway. Just buff, buff, buff. Sure. 8, 9. I basically just get 2 really big swings here. 11 and 12, most likely, because they'll probably rest my 7K. 11, they probably have it, right? But we'll at least burn most of their hand. Maybe I should swing into the carrot and kill it. Because I'm not running Unblock Belufi, and if they have a kid this turn, I don't know. Let's see. 11 cards in hand, though. Looking for 4 cards. Okay. Yep, they're giving us counter. 1Ks though. 1Ks all around. Let's just get him down to 0 life. Okay. Nothing in hand though. Not looking great for me here. Not looking great, but because I'll definitely lose most of my. Okay. What is it? Just coming out. 10 drop? I have a rush character now. Hody? Hody could be bad for me. Do I die to a Hody? I can't count out of this anyway. Hody's 9, so I could counter out now. So yeah. Hody, we win. Yep, we won. Okay. Whew. Just enough. Very lucky. 2, 2, 1. That was actually just kind of lucky. That was really lucky. Yep. Unfortunate. Ah, yeah, GG. But even so, it's a chance that we got the blocker Karasu out anyway. But that would have just gotten rested from Modi. Yeah, I'll be the first to admit that that was a pure just luck from the last game with Bonney. Going as Blackbeard, I kind of want to see if I can get. Ooh, all right, let's see. Listen, we're going second. We have the Karasu, but I feel like I should mulligan for a turn 1 play. We get a Karasu back anyway, and the Ivankov perfect combo. We don't have a turn 1 play though, unless we top deck a Belo Betty Searcher. We don't. That's very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Lost a man Sherry. Okay, and he took the Lafitte. 6 of us will take no trigger. Lafitte Search coming out. I guess I do have to swing there. I guess I do have to swing that. Takes the Jesus Burgess. We will Ivankov. Trash. We might lose out on plays soon. I'll trash the Belo Betty. Just swing pot because I need this to die. So 5 and a 0. But next turn, hopefully we keep the Karasu. If not, then we can play out another Karasu. If he plays out the Burgess. If he plays out the Burgess, then we keep the Karasu, obviously, and then get to just bully his life. Hopefully he doesn't really kind of prioritize trash. There's a fine line here, I feel like, with like trashing to keep Belo Betty's on plays off, because we do have a lot of activate mains here. I think we're just gonna take a lot of unfortunate not triggers out of this, right? But if you're trashing every turn, then okay, then we see the finger coming out. And another Lafitte. Okay. But he lost out on 3k worth of counter from that. If you're trashing to keep off my on plays, which he doesn't, then you just have a way less size hand. So we're going to take top, play out the Karasu, target you. We will trash you, pump. I could swing another 4, and then that's just target that he has to get rid of. Yeah, might as well. So 4 and a 4, firstly, and then 5 and a 4, because he still have 5 life, 5 in hand. Let's just get some out. Gives us a 2k for that. That's looking good for us. He might go down to 3 life here. Cool. 3 life, full board. We'll see how much he can really clear with 7 Don. He doesn't have a Doc Q or a Van Auger established, so he can't consistently KO at least one thing, right? He could establish both of those this turn and get rid of my Karasu. But in that case, I can just go heavy rush next turn. It would be bad to lose the Karasu. The Karasu is really helpful right now. And we do have that 6k blocker, so if he just swings 5 and anything, we just get a free block. Yeah, I think you have to kind of... Yep, just block 6 to use your lead ability as Blackbeard. Pretty consistently, if Belo Betty gets to 4 Don and up. But also, again, that just means your hand size is going to be a little bit lower, so you don't have as much to counter out with, right? I don't even know if I'm going to worry about the Lafitte right now. Just swing all my entire board into his face because he has 6 Don. He gets a 10 beard, and that's kind of what I'm worried about. Once that 10 beard starts dropping, that's going to be hard for me to punch through or over. So the Burge is coming out. Don't think it's going to be 2 Don enough to kill my Karasu, right? Especially with no Doc Q or anything established. But honestly, Manshire, okay. Gonna take back a 2k counter, I'm assuming. Yep, he gets a 2k counter back. Shoot, let's just go big here, I guess. Let's go big here. I can just save up my Don by pumping the Ivankov. Yeah, so Ivankov can cheat out another Inazuma rush. We'll go 8 into 4. Now we still have 8 Don left, all of our swings. Let's go 5 into 4. We know he's a 2k, so let's go 6. We still have, like I said, a lot of Don, so I forgot to pump that one. 9 is a little bit aggressive. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to pump that. I didn't mean to do that. Shoot. I meant to go 6. Swinging with the wrong one. I forgot to pump that one. All right, let's go 6 into 4. Get 2 cards out. Let's look for 2 more cards. And then we can go 8 and 9. And then we still have a lot of counter. I'm not going to lie if they want to just try and go for game. The Burgess is getting pretty strong, but I don't know. Let's go 8 and 9. My biggest mistake probably was the 9 swing here that I accidentally did. Whoopsie daisy. Let's see if 9 into 4 gets us. Hopefully. Please. Please. Okay. If not, then we're going to see a Blackbeard turn coming out. 10. All right. Let's see. Passing back. We have 6k in counter and 1 life. That is an 8k swing already, though. That's rough. If they play out the Blackbeard, then I think we win. They're going 11. So I can go and then 11 and then 11. So I can go 7, 9, 10, 11. So I just need 1k counter. You know what? It is what it is sometimes. It is what it is sometimes, right? You know, it is what it is. That is 1 brick. Unfortunate. It is what it is. God. Oh, GG. But that was the first try at Belo Betty in set 9 format. I think I am going to swap around some cards in here. There are some things that I probably would want to change, right, for my own play style. I definitely think we could have probably won the last match if I just did swing the 6K before that 9K swing, right? I think I lost out a bit there with the math that we could have done, but it is what it is. Sometimes you just short 1K counter. It happens. Still a very fun deck, very fun matchup. I love this deck, and like I said, we're still getting more support from set 9, and then even so in set 10, it's going to get crazy. Let me know what you think of the deck. Have you been testing Belo Betty in set 8.5 and looking forward to it in set 9? Anything you would change, do differently, let me know in the comments. And of course, leave a like on the video, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you all in our next one. Bye-bye.